I'm Nadiyah Johnson, founder of Jet Constellations and the Milky Way Tech Hub. We are recording a special podcast series for Wisconsin Tech Month. This series will be highlighting and amplifying some of the awesome work happening in Wisconsin's tech ecosystem. Today we have Joshua, co-founder of Arcy, Adele, and software engineer for Direct Supply. Joshua, tell us about yourself.
Hey everyone, Nadiyah, thank you for having me here. So I am originally from Chicago, South Side, Bronzeville, represent.
Okay.
I moved here to Milwaukee 6-7 years ago. Started working at Direct Supply. It's been a fantastic company. I recommend if you are looking for any positions, go there.
Okay.
Milwaukee's just been a really good place to be. People compare it to like a smaller Chicago, and it's been good. Like I see so many opportunities, and I definitely see that you've seen all the opportunities here. So it really it does my heart good seeing somebody do the good that could be done here.
Awesome. So, I'm always asked, how does one get into the field of tech? And I actually just learned today that you are a software engineer. So what did that pathway look like for you to become a software engineer and then eventually a founder?
Yeah, I think I'm not going to lie. I think it can be difficult sometimes because it takes a whole paradigm shift to go there. Like there's so many different concepts. You have to think both abstractly and concretely at the same time. So a lot of people are intimidated. But the thing about the human brain is that once you spend a lot of time in anything, whether it be, doing construction or rocket science, it will adapt.
Yes.
So I thought it was a good field to be in, lucrative, if I'm honest, in a lot of ways. And I went in not knowing anything, feeling just really dumb the whole time, but eventually your brain will adapt and it snaps to it. So anybody who is wanting to get into this field, like I encourage you to do it, know that it will be an uphill battle, but you will eventually get it. And then moving into being a co-founder of Arcy Adele, how that worked is my sister and I, and unfortunately she wasn't able to be here today, but I'm sure you'll be able to hear from her in the future. We took our skill sets and put them together. So Jessica, my sister, she did operations and logistics for Pepsi for about 7 years. And so I was like, hey, what makes a startup, right? You have to think both of the technical side, but you also have to think about the operations, the logistics. You have Amazon being an app, but you got to figure out how do I actually ship boxes? Like that's some of the things that need to be thought out of in operations. And so let's put these skills together. You tell the humans what to do. I'll tell the robots what to do. And then we can help people create successful startups, especially Black entrepreneurs that are looking to figure out how to even get into this space.
Awesome. Your story certainly resonates with me. I definitely didn't know Buddha about software engineering. I started my journey when I was like 21, 22. So I was even behind when I started to pursue my major in computer science, and it was tough. And one of the really tough things was that my peers, right? I went to a PWT. My peers, they literally have been programming for years, and so they knew so much, and I just felt so dumb. I felt like I didn't belong, and it was just really tough. And so I really love what you said, like how your mind sort of just adjusts, and it did. One day it just clicked. Unfortunately, though, I think that far too many folks sort of either count themselves out early, right, or say this isn't for me. But I think that tech it's a critical skill, just like reading, writing, arithmetic, and because technology is laced throughout just about every industry, I think it's just learning how to code is something that I truly feel is necessary. And so the earlier you start, the better. And as it relates to you becoming a founder, I relate to that as well. I think that it's almost like one of those natural progressions. You sort of you step into corporate and you realize that I kind of gaining skills that I can take outside of the corporate world and use for my own business. And so I congratulate you on the success of Arcy Adele so far. So tell everyone, what is Arcy Adele? What is it that you do? What services and products you provide?
Yeah, glad you asked. So we're a product design agency. That's a fancy way of saying we design apps. And if a client wants to continue, we'll work with partners to develop those apps. The idea really is to help people think through what this truly means. So some people, or a lot of people, it's like, I have an app idea. And I'm like, that's cool. What's next? What you need more than that. You have to think of yourself as, hey, I just have an app idea. It's, I am now a tech CEO. I'm a founder of that. I need to start thinking like the people in Silicon Valley, right? So like, what is your value proposition? What is your revenue model? What is your operations? What does your tech stack look like? How do you iterate? And so really starting to help our clients think about that. There's been several times where our clients will come to us and we might say, you know, we don't think you're ready for us just yet, but here are some resources to help you even get together. What's your business model?
Yeah.
What is the problem that you're trying to solve?
Awesome.
So that's been really kind of the value that we really want to try to provide our clients and people around us.
Joshua, you and I really need to collaborate.
For real.
Let's make it happen because there's such a natural fit with the work that you're doing and the products and services that we provide in the Milky Way Tech Hub. So what has it been like being a founder in the city of Milwaukee?
So one of the things I really loved about Milwaukee, and one of my buddies who recently moved here too asked me about it. It gets such a bad rap, unfortunately, but when I saw it, like, I just saw it just busting with opportunity.
Yes.
So being able to be the change that you want to see in Milwaukee,
Yes.
and I want to commend you, Nadiyah, in you doing the work to do that. I definitely support you in there, and you've been doing a fantastic job. And so I saw in the same way that I want to be the change that I want to see. I want people, especially those entering the tech field, to not have as hard as a time as I did, because a lot of it I had to learn on my own.
Yeah.
I had to go through it. And so like, how do we become the bridges between where people are, like meet them where they are, and create perhaps a shortcut to understand some of these concepts. And again, from our previous interview, is like, I think Milwaukee has a great opportunity to become the next Silicon Valley. Just being able to take that creativity and focus it on productive products and services and value.
Absolutely. I mean, that's part of the Milky Way Tech Hub's mission, is to make Milwaukee this sort of black tech metropolis. We'll be better than Silicon Valley.
Absolutely.
That's the goal, right?
Make it Wakanda.
Absolutely. I love that. So, the whole purpose of Wisconsin Tech Month is to, again, amplify some of the incredible work happening throughout the state. And so I want to say thank you for taking the time out to share and being a part of Wisconsin Tech Month series.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and I'm excited to be part of it. So thanks again.